Hey, Kellyanne, that is correct. I was able to speak to the parents of Michael Henderson, who was the DJ at Club Dior during the night of the shooting. As you see right now, this kitchen will be way crazier come Sunday. Bars and restaurants have been planning for Super Bowl Sunday for months now, and they say their ultimate goal is to make sure that the customer is the winner. Now, for more information on how to adopt this cutie right here named Tony, say hello, say hi, you can head to our website at brproud.com. The defense attorney says you do have the right to record, but please know that will make the officer feel a little uncomfortable. And remember that the goal is for everyone to return home safely. Take a look at this bar behind me. It's going to be way more packed than this on Sunday.
And everything she wanted from him, they're going to have, regardless of the fact.
Deja Davis leaves behind 5 children after she was allegedly killed by her boyfriend, Napoleon Crane. Now her mother, Kim Davis, is left to look after her grandchildren right before the holidays.
It's hard on them. The first 3, it's hard, because they remember their mom.
Davis family members say Deja was a super mom. She was known for going above and beyond for her kids.
Every game, we have a new shirt that we're wearing, because she done made us shirts.
Deja's mother says the last time she spoke with her daughter was when she was moving into her new home, the day she was murdered.
I think I've been moving, helping her move, and maybe she'll still be here.
Police say her boyfriend, Napoleon Crane, allegedly shot Davis. He then took the 6-month-old daughter and fled to Pennsylvania. On the way, he got into a shootout with law enforcement in West Virginia, where police say he eventually took his own life. According to Kim Davis, this was a complete shock.
Like I said, she was very private. She would say, "Mama, don't get involved in this. Let me handle this." There was no reason for me to even think that anything like this would ever occur.
She says for anyone dealing with domestic violence to please speak up.
You have to protect yourself and your kids, but you can't do that in silence. You have to open your mouth.
Youth justice advocates held a rally right here at Jetson's Detention Center in hopes to stop Governor John Bel Edwards from moving juveniles into Angola adult prison.
They can't protect grown men. I was up there 26 years, so I know they're not going to protect them little kids.
But state leaders are saying the youth will be held in the old reception center, which is exactly 1.5 miles away from the adults.
As we get medical and educational and mental health up and ready to go, food service up and ready to go, to be able to make sure that we are doing our own maintenance so no youth will ever come in contact with an adult offender.
Officials will also make sure that the youth will have resources. They have partnered with community colleges to better the youth's future.
We're going to look to go into a remote learning model for some of our vocational training, because we want our youth to have those certifications so they can start working.
Executive Director with St. Charles Center for Faith and Action, Caroline Dorm, is not buying it. She believes state officials need to spend money on solutions that will actually help the youth.
The children need to be engaged with their loved ones. And so Angola is a place that does not answer any of the call. The state of Louisiana, by having these children incarcerated, are essentially their guardians and have a responsibility to raise them as the governor would raise his own children. That's what we're asking for.
2 people killed weeks apart on Burbank Drive. Ethel Wesley and Madison Brooks were killed after cars hit them while they were walking. The speed limit is 55 miles per hour, but most who drive along Burbank know cars go much faster, and there are no sidewalks or crosswalks.
It's actually quite concerning being a female and a student here at LSU.
LSU student Siler Parker says students are putting safety first by walking instead of drinking and driving, but without lights, it makes it difficult for drivers to see pedestrians.
There should be safer options here in Baton Rouge for students.
Chief Communication Officer for the City of Baton Rouge, Mark Armstrong, says they are having conversations about making Burbank a priority.
Putting a mixed-use path on the side of the road for pedestrians and bicyclists. We are also looking already in the planning phases of putting a traffic signal at the intersection of Burbank and Pelican Lake that will add street lighting right at that intersection.
However, adding more lights and traffic stops is not an easy task.
Involves a partnership with the Metropolitan Council and the property owners along that corridor who would be paying for the installation of that infrastructure.
He says in the long term, they would like to see property owners along Burbank to pay a fee to help light the road and working with the Capital Area Transit System to add crosswalks. Trash to Curb, a business that brings your trash to the curb and cleans out the trash bin, started by this kid.
We needed to start like going outside and like play, but we didn't want to go to summer camp, so we just she signed us up for this job.
And now, helping those in the community. Jace Bright is an 8-year-old third grader. He says his goal for Trash to Curb is to put a smile on other people's faces, but also to let other kids know it is okay to leave the PlayStation sometimes.
Get more kids to like join so they can get off the games and just like come outside.
The little businessman says the cool thing about his new business is the money.
I gotta get V-Bucks and so I can save money for college, and when I be a grown-up and I have a bunch of money, I can have my own spaceship and go to outer space.
Jay says he will be an astronaut one day, but Jay's mother is just happy that he is learning the definition of hard work.
And the first thing I asked him, you still love doing it? And as long as he say yeah, we're gonna keep doing it. I just want him to realize that nothing's gonna be handed to you. You gotta work for everything you get. I mean, that's the only way